Okay. For the figure 145, what correct sequence for recovering from the unusual attitude is indicated? Reduce power, level the wings, bring pitch attitude to level flight. What is the proper sequence of corrections to recover from the unusual attitude indicated in the image? Answer: add power, lower the nose, wings level last. Level wings last. Oh man, I'm tired today. Which is the correct sequence for recovery from the unusual attitude indicated? Add power, lower the nose, level the wings, return to original attitude and heading. Which is the correct sequence for recovery from spiraling nose low, increasing speed, unusual flight attitude? Answer: reduce power, correct bank attitude, raise nose to level attitude. During recoveries from unusual attitudes, level flight is attained the instant the altimeter and airspeed needles stop prior to reversing their direction of movement. While recovering from an unusual attitude, a flight attitude, without the aid of the attitude indicator, approximate level pitch attitude is reached when the airspeed and altimeter stop their movement and the VSI reverses its trend. Based on the instrument indication, this airplane is in danger of entering an unstable stall. What is the proper sequence of operations to recover from unusual attitude indicated? Reduce power, level of wings, slowly pitch up to level flight. Which of the following is a common cause of entering an unusual attitude? Distraction. Which sources of aeronautical information, when used collectively, provide the latest status of airport conditions, ergo, runway closures, runway lighting, snow conditions? Chart supplement publication and distance D dotums. Information that changes Information on changes to aeronautical charts, TFRs, and instrument procedures can be found where? FDC dotums. Before beginning an instrument flight, the PIC must become familiar with all available information concerning that flight. In addition, the pilot must be familiar with any traffic delays and the alternatives available if the flight cannot be completed. What is the purpose of FDC NOTAMs? To advise of changes in flight data which affect instrument approach procedures, aeronautical charts, and flight restrictions prior to normal publication. You need to know the runway closures, runway lighting, and snow conditions. What source do you use? Distance D NOTAMs. From what source can you obtain the latest FTC norms? FAA, AFSS, FSS. An IFR flight plan is required when in Class A airspace or Class E airspace when IMC exists. When would ATC issue a SID? When air traffic control deems it appropriate unless the pilot requests no SID. While planning the IFR route, you find some VFR waypoints that simplify your route. Can you fly the VFR waypoints into follow the VFR waypoints into your IFR plan? Answer is no. You have plans for an altitude of 9,000 feet for your IFR cross country flight. What is the correct entry in Block 15 level field in the International Flight Plan form? A090. What point should you use to compute the estimated time en route on an IFR flight plan? The point of first intended landing. What point should be used to compute the estimated time en route on an IFR flight plan? Answer: the point of first intended landing. No person may operate an aircraft in controlled airspace under IFR unless she files a flight plan and receives clearance prior to entering controlled airspace. While on an IFR flight plan, you should notify NTC of variations in speed when true airspeed changes 10 knots or 5%. Preferred IFR routes begin with a fixed indicate that departing aircraft will normally be routed to the fixed by an instrument departure procedure AZP or radar vectors. Instrument departure procedures DP or radar vectors. What point at the destination should be used to compute the estimated time en route on an IFR flight plan? Most current en route and destination flight information for the planning and instrument flight should be obtained from flight service station. What action is recommended if the pilot does not wish to use a standard terminal arrival arrival procedure star. Enter North Star, no star in the remarks section of the IFR flight plan. Which service is provided for IFR arrivals by FSS located on an airport without a control tower? Airport advisories. Airport advisories.